Hey there, this is Mark from setmysite.com, and this is a quick video tutorial to show you how to integrate your custom domain name email into Gmail so that you can take advantage of all of the wonderful benefits that Gmail has to offer as being one of the best email programs out there. So it's really easy to do. Just follow along with this tutorial. The first thing that we want to do is we want to access our webmail so that we can access our custom domain name email. So depending on whether or not we host your email or you have it hosted somewhere else, this process may be a little different, but I'll show you how we do it through our webmail application. We simply go to our website name, setmysite.com/webmail. So you would do the same thing if whatever your domain name is, mydomainname.com/webmail, and then that would take you to the webmail login screen. So what we're going to do is I'm going to enter in this test email I created for the purposes of this tutorial, which is new email at setmysite.com, and then I'll enter in my password. So we'll just go ahead and log in. Okay, and here we are. So what we want to do when we're logged in is we want to access this option that says forwarding options. And again, depending on what you use to process or power your webmail, rather, this whole process may be a little bit different for you. But if you're using cPanel based email or webmail, which is what we use, then this process will look exactly the same. So we are going to click on forwarding options, and then I'm going to click add forwarder. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my forwarding email, my Gmail address right here. So I'm going to go to my Gmail address and then just copy it here because I just created just a test address here. We'll just copy that, and then I will paste it here. So now I'm forwarding my new email at setmysite.com, my custom domain name email, to my Gmail account. Alright, and it says that everything went through just fine, which is great. So that process is really easy. We're literally just setting a forwarding, so that's not hard to do at all. So what we want to do once we do that is we want to go into our Gmail account, and we want to integrate that domain name based email into Gmail. So in order to do that, what we want to do is click on this gears icon and access the settings in Gmail. Okay, and here are the settings. So once we get into the settings area, there are several options. We want to click on accounts and import. So we'll click there. And once we've clicked on accounts and import, we want to add another email address as our own. So we'll click on that. Okay. So we'll have the name, that's fine. You can put the name of your company, whatever you'd like. And then what we want to do is add that web-based email, or rather your domain name email. So that's new email at setmysite.com. We're going to uncheck this box here. Then we're going to click next step. Okay, so for the server, what we're going to do here is if your email is hosted with SetMySite, then you'll be following these steps as well. So we'll be including server.setmysite.co, and then the username is the actual full email name at setmysite.com, right? And then our password, let's grab my password that I created real quick. Adding the password, and you're going to choose secure connection using SSL, and the port choice is going to be 465. Okay, so that's it. So make sure that all of these settings are correct. Make sure that your SMTP server is set to server.setmysite.co. Your port is chosen as 465. Your username is your full email address that you're integrating, and that your password is correct. Then we're going to click on add account. So it's checking the credentials. It says, congratulations, we have successfully located your other server and verified your credentials. Just one more step. We need to verify the fact that we actually own that email. So Gmail just sent us a verification code. So there's two ways that we can find that code. We can access it through webmail if you want. If you still have it open, you just click on one of these options here to access your webmail, and your code then will be in webmail, of course, because it just got sent there. So inbox 1, waiting for it to load. I'm sure it'll load at some point, but the easier way to do it is, since you're already in Gmail and you've already set your forwarding, is just to go to your inbox and then you want to look for that Gmail confirmation from Gmail, which is right here, because it's already forwarded. So here's your confirmation code. So what we want to do is we just want to grab that. I just copied it, and then I'm going to paste that code in the verification box. Verify. Okay, and then let's see here, what are we doing? All right, let's check this. So now we have the email set up in here. So the way that we test that out is we just go to compose, and so it says from Aline Stanley. But if I click on that, now I have this option to send from new email at setmysite.com, right? So I can actually send that to I can send an email to anybody I want to, and it's actually coming from new email at setmysite.com. It's not coming from the Gmail address that I used to log into this account. So now I'm able to get all the benefits of Gmail, but still use my own domain name based email account, so it looks super professional, and I don't have to worry about fussy clients or email clients rather, or using, trying to integrate the email account with iPhone or Android and having all these integration problems, because I'm just going straight through Gmail. Gmail has wonderful web-based email, an excellent Android app, an excellent iPhone app, and if you use those apps to power your email, you'll be really, really happy with the way your email works on all of your devices. So this is why we highly recommend it. One last step here, we want to go back into our settings account. And this is optional depending on how you use your email. But most likely you'll want to follow this last step here. Go back to accounts and import, and you can see here where it says send mail as, you have a couple of options. And what you can do is you can actually set your new email, which is new email at setmysite.com in this case, as the default. So if I click on this option, now this is going to be my default email address. So anytime I create a new message, I am going to be creating a message and sending it from new email at setmysite.com as opposed to alinepstanley@gmail.com, which is really nice because that's the email that I'm going to be primarily using is my domain name based email. So once you've done that, you might want to also check this box. It says when replying to a message, reply from the same address the message was sent to. This is what I use in my personal situation because I do use my personal Gmail account as my personal account to communicate with friends and family. So if somebody sends me an email to my Gmail account, I'd like to reply from my Gmail account because obviously I want to use that email address for communications in that situation. And if somebody sends an email to mark@setmysite.com, I want to be able to reply as mark@setmysite.com. So I would recommend this box if you use your Gmail account. If you're only setting up a new Gmail account just to use your domain name based email and you're not going to send this actual Gmail email to anybody, then don't worry about it. You can leave this default always reply from address, new email at setmysite.com as the default. So that's completely up to you. And that's literally all there is to it. So hopefully this has been helpful, and once you have all of these settings in place, you can run a couple of tests, open up another email application, send an email to your new domain name based email, make sure it arrives here at your Gmail inbox, and send an email from Gmail using your new domain name based email to another email. Make sure they get it, make sure everything's communicating properly. But other than that, that's all there is to it. Enjoy using Gmail.